Gonna give it a little bit of time. Gotta wait a little bit, but that's okay. I'm mainly making this video for people that want to ask me questions about my RC vehicles and videos and stuff. And if you want to look at a particular vehicle, go ahead and type in a question. Make it short, please, if you could, because there's probably going to be quite a few questions, and just to make it so that it's not like a long question. And then I'm asking if it could be English, please, because it's just quicker if the questions are in English. So if there's anything you want to see, I think I got like 12 vehicles here. Okay, looks like Evans wants to look at the Toyotas. Let's see here. This is probably one that people want to see me make a video of, because I've done a lot of this modifications on this one. It's got everything's metal other than the gearbox and the connection links here, and it's got the red cat motor in it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. The red cat 370 motor with the winch. I'm using the RC four-wheel drive controller. This is expensive. It's $100+ even if you buy it from rc4wheeldrive.com. But this got the switch for the winch, which is pretty nice, and the switching gears too. Or you can make it vice versa. You could have that switch your gears, or that run your winch. Right now, the speed controller is a servo. I'm really need to put an ESC. I'm gonna make a video where I actually put another ESC that runs this, because when you use a servo speed controller, it kind of twitchy a little bit, and it has like a little humming. And if you use a nice ESC or 10 amp ESC, there will be no humming. The motor will be completely waiting for you to activate it. So that's the benefit of having an ESC running your speed controller instead of a servo speed controller. Any other questions? Sorry. Let me get a drink here. Oh, let me show another Toyota here, because I got all my trucks here except for like 7 trucks. I got about 20 something trucks, so there's quite a bit of stuff. This one right here will outclimb every one of my vehicles, and it's not very heavy. It only got one door open. I haven't opened the other side, and haven't done any real floorboard interior like I've done to this Land Rover. If you've seen my latest video, I don't know if I need to get. I should turn my light on. I forgot to turn my light on for my camera, but yeah, it's got the floorboard panels, which makes it really nice. Okay, you want to see? Someone wants to see this in a Land Cruiser. That'd be cool. I don't have a Land Cruiser body, but they're out there. Oh, and I made this doors click like with a little. This one's not as good as the Land Rovers, but it clicks with this little metal tab here, and it kind of keeps it in place without having a magnet. Any other vehicle you want to look at, or any questions? Other questions? I'm not sure if I missed any here on the list. See if I can see them. Okay. The other Toyota that I have is, you've seen this one. And this one I actually had to share the drive lines for another vehicle, and I'm waiting for drive lines. Which vehicle did I borrow those drive lines? Must have been a Land Rover that needed because I got 4 Land Rovers. So I took the drive lines. This got the 2-speed transmission, but it's got a lot of flex. I mean, that's like no joke. If it wasn't for these fenders, Yeah, if you see how the fender is stopping the shock from going all the way in. Same thing in the front. This truck would have a massive amount of flex. These chassis have really good flex with those stock shocks. If you take this truck, I think it's not bolted down, but this is another C class of a chassis of my, what do you call, Bronco here, and that is crazy flex compared. And it's the same shocks, no different. Only thing is I did an extension mod, made this rod a little longer by lengthening it a little bit. Same thing with this one, I made it just as long. It just, the fenders don't allow it to flex like that. I mean, that is a lot of flex. And yep, thought I'd make this video just so people can see anything that I've been working on. Ask questions about like the controllers, because I got several different controllers, you know. So let's see here, what else I got to say? Oh, I got action figures if you want to see them too, and I'm always modifying them differently, making new setups and stuff, like, you know. These are like the most affordable action figure setups that I got. They both run me about $14 a piece, and compared to other expensive ones that are like $70 to $80, the quality really is in the detail. You know, if you look at the seams on them and stuff, they're quite a bit more accurate than and articulate, and the facial details are just that much better. So I've been working on some trucks right now. I'm working on a Nissan, but I don't have it here. It's on the bench right now, just waiting me to get to it. I'm gonna give it the leaf spring mod. I'm gonna make the leaf springs longer. I'm gonna do a shackle setup where I'm gonna make my own style of shackle that it's not really like Hobby Daddy's shackle mod, if you've seen it, or even like the shackles that you can buy. They're gonna be like metal. I don't have an example because I haven't started, but there's gonna be quite a bit of improvement on the shackles. Oh, I got the Nissan at eBay. So eBay is kind of my main source of buying all this stuff, other than maybe like little things like from some accessories at thrift stores and stuff like that. And all my trucks are running LiPo batteries. I don't, how much was the truck? The truck was $22 plus $18 shipping. But I think that shipping could depend on if you're closer to, must be from like somewhere China, but it got here quick, so I don't know. But I guess depends on where you are. The shipping could be quicker if you're closer. For me, it was $18 for that Nissan to ship it here. I think it was a little bit expensive, but the detail is pretty good. I wish I had that Nissan here, but it's all disassembled right now. But like the detail is really scaled with this truck. It's just a tiny bit wider, but this has fender flares, so that makes the difference. They're probably about the same width, but the actual like cab area is wider on the Nissan, which is pretty nice. See, I'm kind of new at this live thing, so I wish I could see all my little comments here. So because I look away from the camera for a second, but I think I got most of the comments in that you've asked. Right now I'm doing this. Oh yeah, I believe that the Nissan is the same scale as the Toyota. The wheelbase is a little longer on the Nissan due to the bed is a short box on this, and the Nissan has a long box, so the wheelbase is longer. But other than that, the scale on the body, the door panels, and everything is really super close. And they're both this is labeled as 1/16 scale, and the Nissan it's labeled as 1/16 scale too. So Yeah, they got them really close. Those two companies are completely different, but for the most part, yeah, that Nissan is it's going to be really scale. Only thing is I'm going to modify the axles on that Nissan. I'm going to use WPL axles, and I'm going to shorten up the space right here for the, see how these tires stick out? I'm going to make them so my Nissan's tires don't stick out. I want them to be on the inside of this edge right here, or maybe a tiny bit sticking out. And it's going to ride a little bit lower, but it's also going to have leaf springs, and it's just going to be a little bit better. Oh, hi there. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I have to find one of those Land Cruisers because they're available out there. I just haven't picked one up yet. I think they're kind of bulky to me. They're kind of bulky. They're kind of, I want an old Land Cruiser. Yeah, hey, how you doing, guys? Thanks for joining in. So yeah, if we get like a whole different bunch of models, like at 1/16 scale that are, because they make models, but they're super expensive. Like they make GMC pickups that are 1/16 scale that would work with these chassis and look really sweet. Like I like this, I like how you're talking about the Land Cruiser, and I like how I changed to a Bronco and stuff. Yeah, the old ones are on the Land Cruisers are really nice. I like the way they look. They're like a pickup, or you can get the one that has the cab in the back. It almost looks like a Land Rover, but they're the Toyota version, and they're pretty neat little machines. If you got one of them old Land Cruisers, they say like if you get a Land Cruiser stuck, you need a Land Cruiser to pull it out, because yeah. Yep. I wish WPO would come out with a bunch of different. I mean, they make a whole bunch of these. Why don't they just make a line of different ones? You know what I mean? Yeah, they need to have more than just what they got a lot of different models. I guess right now WPO does have a pretty good line set up, but they would be pretty nice if they had more different like classic vehicles like that. Like even if WPO made a Jeep, that would be pretty cool, I think, because I like my WPO Jeep. Probably one of my favorite trucks. It's not a WPO brand, but it's a New Bright. Like this is a New Bright, and this thing is elite. You know what I mean? There's just the only thing that can really compete with it is this. They both have 2-speed gearboxes in them, but the weight on this one's just a little bit more. I think this one's a little light. Well, no, this one is maybe about the same. But yeah, this one has really super soft tires too that I did tire mod. This one has the kit tires, but yeah, doesn't have enough weight to use all that flex on there. But I guess this one uses all the flex. I don't know. It's just nice modifying these things and getting different setups. This one's not screwed down because I haven't opened up my hood, so I have to access my battery. If you want to see, right there's my winch and my battery. I've done a video about this and showed you my winch mod. So there's that. Let's see here, put this one away. Get away from the camera for a second. I'm trying to keep an eye on the screen. So one thing I wanted to talk about is right now a lot of people are talking about the JJRC, how it's real popular, their Jeep, and I think it's pretty neat too. But yeah, I guess it's not fair to compare this era. Yeah, Ford Ranger would be cool. Little Ford Ranger. Have to shorten up the axles and make it look, well, it might work with these ones, but the little Ford Ranger would be nice. But I just wanted to mention real quick I wanted to talk about the Subutex versus the Jeep. And I like these hydraulic shocks versus a leaf spring. I mean, hydraulic shock is the way to go. Ooh, that thing bottomed out really hard. But yeah, I think this truck, they're both priced the same, but this truck's just way better potential with the 4-link suspension. So if you want to look at a particular truck, I'll pull it out and have you, or give a good look at it. Just a request, probably going to stay on online for just a little longer. I normally don't make very long videos, and live videos is the best way to make long videos for me, I guess. Right now I'm thinking later I'll make better, like it'll be a better setup. This is just my restroom right now that I'm using for this studio, but I got a room next door that I'm getting ready for like a big changeover. I'm gonna do all my videos in that room, and I'm gonna put I got a green screen plan and a whole bunch of stuff planned for that room that will have like my little city that I'm gonna build for these little trucks. They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun little trucks. I think everybody can agree. You know. So if there's any, if you want to talk about batteries too and stuff like that, I got my batteries right here. If you want to see how what type I'm running, the tires that I'm running in the Bronco right now are the upgrade WPL tires. You want to take a look at my some of my trailers. Oh, I have only have one trailer in this room right now, and the other trailer I have it took apart. I'm working on it. This is my one trailer that I built. I made a video on it. It's basically, I think this trailer, the most expensive thing on it is these tires. Is these RC four-wheel drive tires that are like super squishy. I mean, these are, and it's only running on the leaf spring standard. I want to put a equalizer in here and reverse this axle spring for so the hanger's on this side, and I can put an equalizer box, and it'll get even more articulation. Get an equalizer box like this one that I made. I made a mod about that too, where you can get more flex. See, the problem with these is that you get a negative axle travel. See, when it goes up, the travel separates. The axle separates from and some 10-wheelers, I think JJRC makes their 10-wheeler that same way, where it has individual leaf springs that are not connected, and without an equalizer, your what do you call your suspension will these tires are not going to fit on a truck. These are trailer tires. So yeah, there's the difference. You don't want to have these on there. You won't go anywhere. You'll be dragging axle or punk in there. But yeah, what I was talking about is the axle separation right there, and the equalizer keeps the axles tight together so that when you're crawling over stuff, there's hardly any axle separation. Because it's I don't know how to explain it without showing it. They're supposed to have hanger right there too, to stabilizer rods, but I haven't done that yet. Might help that some, but there's a lot of axle separation on this one. Okay, sorry, kind of had a brain fart there as I was reading that. Yeah, getting kind of dry mouth right here talking a little bit. Sorry guys. What else? Oh yeah, I want to give away. I don't want to stop talking about this trailer real quick because I was on it. What brand of military trucks? Oh, this military truck. What brand is it? This one? This one was that. What is it? I think it says on here. Can't remember. It's the. I'm not sure. The YY 2008 and the YY 2004 truck. This is that one that's supposed to be 12 scale, and it's a lot bigger than the other trucks. Oh, it's not a lot bigger, but it is bigger. So it's a taller. This one's all dusty. Sorry guys, it's been sitting on the shelf for a week. Let me get that dust off it. But yeah, the door and the drivers and stuff are about the same. I don't know. I'm wondering if these trucks are just a little bit bulkier in real life. I'd like to see them lined up to each other in real life, because The driver in here is the same as that. The door is bigger, but I'm wondering if the scale on the driver should be smaller on this truck, but I'm not sure. These guys are kind of weird on their scales, because this one is 1/12 scale and it will not work good with the Land Rover at 1/12 scale. That's a real 1/12 scale vehicle. You know what I mean? This driver, if this is 1/12 scale, this dude's a giant. You know what I mean? He's looking down into the dude's cab. He's huge. And that's just about, yeah, right there is perfect for him. Sorry, he's not posing real good right now. So yeah, I don't know. This one, 12 scale, I don't know. I don't think it's 12 scale, but they claim it to be. Yeah, it's not hard. If you look on eBay, if you look up Nissan, I think the brand is called, I mispronounced it last time. I think it's called Dorge. Dorge Toys is the brand. Was that Nissan? You want to see some WPL? Let's look at my original first WPL that I made a long time ago. The chains are kind of heavy duty, and I'm probably gonna take these shackles off. Or these are not shackles. These are actually called, what are you called? Forgot what they're called already. But people call them shackles, but they're freaking. Forgot what we call them at work, but they're called something else at work. I just forgot. Little military weapons. If you see right here, I got the lens covers that these trucks should have, and I put clearance lights right here like these ones should have, but these should have blackout lights. There's a spot in there you can cut out and put in some warm, not so bright lights, and cut off the light system so that you can have the reason they make blackout lights is so that the vehicle doesn't get blown up by what do you call aircraft seeing it at night. Like this truck, I'm working on it. I don't know if you guys noticed the little cover sticking out. This is the blackout light, and what you want to do is set it up to where you can power a blackout light by a switch and turn these off so that you can drive it with a really dim light, just so you can be scale and realistic, because that's how they do it in real life. They'll turn these lights off, the military guys, and then they'll turn that blackout light on, and then the aircraft over the top won't see them as much. Okay. I think we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. We've been here for like 20 minutes. I appreciate the questions, and this is fun. I look forward to do this next week and answer more questions. Any new vehicles that are coming out, I'll try to talk about them and maybe edit a little bit ahead of time or something. Get a better. Hopefully I can get into my studio next week, but cross your fingers. I'm gonna try to get there. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all your support. All you subscribers mean the world to me. You make it possible for me to even have the motivation to do it, because without you guys, I would probably be just making videos and not really worried about it so much. But right now I'm worried about it because I like people that are in the same spot as I was at one time. You know, I wonder how that works, and I like to share my knowledge, because that's one of the things that I do, is that I really like to share what I've learned in my experiences. And so yeah, that's what I'm trying to do for you guys here, and I hope to improve the channel, make it better, get bigger. Hopefully we get growing so that we can do this longer, because this is I'm in it for the long haul for you guys. So let's keep it going. Thanks, guys. This is my face. I never did this, but I thought I'd show you real quick. So if you watch this video, you'll have a quick little screenshot of me. Thanks for watching, guys.